Hello, welcome to another edition of Tech Tuesday. I apologize for the delay from last week, but we are back with a new tech tool to show you this week. And this week we're going to talk about a EdTech tool called Flubaroo, which will work with Google Forms to grade for you. It will handle your assessment in a pretty quick and easy way. So I'm going to show you how to use it. If you don't know how to do a Google form, a previous Tech Tuesday was on Google Forms, so I would encourage you to watch that one before watching this one if you're not familiar with Google Forms. If you are, we're going to assume that you've created a quiz. I've created one here called the Flubaroo quiz. This is very basic Google form that we've kind of shown you as a way to do some quick formative assessment or to gather data in a quick fashion. So I created a quick Flubaroo quiz. You would provide your students the link. Again, check out that Google form quiz to see how to, or Google form tutorial to see how to do that. I'm going to do one really quickly here. I'm going to put in my name on my Flubaroo quiz. There's a small theme here in case this was a current event / history lesson. Which state's university system's president recently resigned over mishandled accusations of campus racism? That was Missouri. James Meredith was the first black student to attend which state university? That's Mississippi. Your students click submit. So they could do this on their phone. They could do it in a one-to-one environment. They could do it in the lab, however you want to do it. And when you're making your quiz, if you want to capture their email address, that would be helpful. Two, I didn't do it because I was trying to fill a bunch of these responses in for the purposes of this tutorial. So when you go into Google Drive, where you've created your form, you will see your Flubaroo quiz and Flubaroo quiz responses. Whatever you title your form, it'll show up that way. So I'm going to look at our responses, and you can see that I've created a lot of different responses on my form and did the timestamp of when I actually collected that data, what the choices were. So this is nice, but it may be a little time consuming to grade, especially if you got 35 or 70 or 100 of these. So I'm going to show you how to use Flubaroo to make it very, very easy. We're going to click on add-ons, and you're going to click on get add-on. And we're going to add. Look at that, Flubaroo showed up. Normally you would search it in the add-ons. Apparently it knows I want it. So Flubaroo is the one we're going to pick, so just click on it, the plus there, to add it. And just say yes, you're going to allow Flubaroo to do all these things. Make sure you're using your H122 account for this. And Flubaroo is here. So we've installed it. That's all you need to do to install it. You have all of your data here, so you're going to go to add-ons and go to Flubaroo, and you're going to click grade assignment. Now this is after the students have already submitted all of their responses. So I click grade assignment, and it's going to ask you for the correct answers. It's good, but it's not that good. It doesn't know. So which state universities, the answer, we're going to put normal grading. We're going to assign it 1 point. You can assign it a certain point value. We're going to do the same thing. Number 2 is normal grading. You can have options. You can skip it. You can grade by hand, which means that it's like a free response, so you want to grade some but not others. And then the third one, which was name on your form, that says identify student, so that will help you because now you're going to use that field to identify the student. So click continue. And please select which submission should be used as the answer key. So if you submitted one that was the answer key, that's what you'll use. So you can either go through and find one with all the correct answers, or you'll submit a key. Mine were both correct, so I'm going to select that as my key. And click continue. And then it will grade your assignment for you, which does not take long, and it tells you a little bit of what happened. It created a new worksheet called grades. I'm going to X out of this, and you'll see here down at the bottom there are now 2 spreadsheets. There's your submissions here, and then your grades here, and you'll see that this Flubaroo graded this for you. So you have the student name Billy, 100%, Sally, 100%, Brad, 0%, Chad, 50, Joe. So it automatically highlights in red any student that got below 60. It tells you how many times each student submitted it. It tells you how many points they got for each question. So obviously, if you have some bigger questions or bigger, assessments, you're going to have a lot more items on here. And then at the bottom here, this is a very nice feature too. It tells you the percent of students that got it correct. So if you're giving a formative assessment, this is very useful and quick data for you. It will tell you that 2/3 of the students got the first one correct, and about 78% of the students got the second one correct. Very, very fast, quick way to grade your assessment, and you can grade a whole bunch of students. However many students fill out that form, it does it for you. Really slick tool. A couple other things in Flubaroo you can do. You can click View Report, which is kind of nice. That will tell you exactly, give you a histogram of the grades that were on there, and you can have that report emailed to you. So it gives you the average score was 1.4. There's 2 points possible. 9 students submitted it. All that kind of stuff. So that may be useful, obviously, in a bigger class. One other nice feature, you can click email grades, and that would only work if you actually had the students type in their email address. But if you click on email grades, it will automatically email all of your students their grades right away. So what you're talking about now is if you have a fixed response assessment, you can use a Google form and Flubaroo to grade it immediately and then give immediate feedback right to your students with just a couple mouse clicks, which is a pretty slick tool. Thanks again for watching. Please send some suggestions my way for some other tech tools we could use. I've seen this one used in a classroom and it works really well. So I'm encouraging you to use Flubaroo and to send me some ideas or some questions if you want to learn how to use a tech tool. And I'm going to keep trying to get these out to you every week. So hopefully we'll see you very soon next week with another tech tool that you can use for Tech Tuesday. Thanks a lot, guys.